Cyberpunk Jordan this morning uploaded a video talking about IDW Sonic. Now, he did say he was a fan of it, and you know, there's no problem, in my opinion, if you're a fan. I mean, just like him, you know, I read through, you know, some of it, and looks like the police are now kind of departing or something, because something happened over there that I just got off the bus. So I don't know what happened, but something happened, apparently. Anyway, long story short, like I said, Cyberpunk Jordan did a video today, this morning, talking about IDW Sonic and how he, like I said, how he was a fan of it and everything, and he enjoyed it. And again, like I said, there's no problem with that whatsoever. I mean, I've read some of the issues and trade paperback graphic novels that it's Frank Hillis sent me, and I thought they were pretty good. The Metal Virus arc, you know, I think I'm in agreement with him, and I think a lot of people are in agreement with him, that it was probably one of the arcs that was not really necessary to be as long as it was. But again, I think the reason it was long was due to the fact that Ian Flynn, in my opinion, was making up for, I guess you could say, lost opportunity or something, because we all know that his magnum opus, until the book was canceled, was the Mecha Sally World Tour II Death Egg Mark II arc. We know that well, not before the book was canceled, but before the book went through a soft retcon reboot due to legal issues and stuff like that. And we all know who kind of was at the key center of that, besides Sega and Archie. But the less talked about that, the better. Because I think we've all gone, you know, over that, you know, to death, if you will, point of phrase, when it comes to mentioning it. But anyway, his magnum opus before the soft retcon reboot was the Mecha Sally Death Egg Mark II World Tour II arc. We know that. But we know that he also basically had to, and there go the police, I guess, back there. I don't know what's going on. Looks like there's a wrecked car over here. I don't know if that had anything to do with it. But anyway, like I said, you know, what was I? Oh yeah, like I was saying, you know, we know that basically, and there goes another Newman police car. Like I was saying, we know that basically the oh my god, I almost lost my train of thought here, sorry. I'm getting distracted by a lot of things. But anyway, the point is, we know that, you know, after the soft retcon reboot, we had the Sonic Unleashed Panic in the Sky arc, if you will. We had that one. We had the Sonic Unleashed Panic in the Sky arc there, which was part of the soft retcon and reboot. So we had that, and then that was it. And then we had the book get canceled, and of course now it's with IDW. IDW has the rights. And the Metal Virus arc, like Jordan said, was the one that really made not just himself, but myself, and I think a lot of other people, tap out. Because honestly, it was, I believe, Ian Flynn's way of making up for what he couldn't accomplish with the Mecha Sally arc, and that's make his magnum opus. Now, some might say, well, didn't he accomplish that when he did the Panic in the Sky Sonic Unleashed arc, which included the beloved Spark of Life Sonic Universe Nicole origin arc? You could say that, but I think honestly he wanted the Mecha Sally one to be his magnum opus, because that was going to basically be like, okay, the freedom fighters have been dragged down to the lowest points, and now it's, you know, now they gotta rebuild themselves into the team they once were, if not better than ever. And it was his own way, Ian Flynn's own way of trying to basically tell the newer readers that were reading the book for the first time, you know, as, you know, basically explain to them as to why the freedom fighters were so beloved. You know, why, you know, people enjoyed them the way they did. Anyway, long story short, you know, Jordan said he liked it, and I don't blame him. You know, everybody, you know, has their opinions. You know, they have their opinions on whether you like something or you don't, and he's cool with it. He likes it. You know, he does admit there are some things in there that, you know, right now the book is kind of dragging their tails on, like, you know, bringing in the freedom fighters in some capacity, you know, to kind of try to give them closure one way or another, or introduce them to a new audience one way or another. He does admit that they're dragging their feet there. He did talk about Tangle and Whisper, and how ironically, you know, they were characters made for the comic that have now found themselves with merchandise as well as in the games. The only thing he didn't mention was the games or the mobile games, but still they're games. So you can kind of tell he's a little peeved by that. It's like, well, wait a minute, if these characters were only meant for the comics, then why are they suddenly getting all this opportunity and stuff? All this merchandise and, you know, game appearances and all that. You know, which he does have a point to, you know, wonder about and be curious of. Anyway, like I said, you know, Cyberpunk Jordan did, you know, drop that video today, and, you know, he has some good points, and, you know, he has a good opinion, and he has a decent opinion on the book. You know, and he does hope it does go for a long time, and I don't blame him. Like I said, you know, there are good aspects about the book. You know, some of the stories do retain that Archie quality, that Archie storytelling quality that they've had before. So I will give him that, you know, hopefully the book will last a long time, maybe enough time to where the freedom fighters will show up. Because whether we like Ian Flynn or we don't, I think we all know eventually, and I think those that work with Ian, like an Evan Stanley and others, like Tracy Yardlin and such, that he name dropped, I think they know it as well, that, you know, yeah, the freedom fighters are probably going to eventually show. It's just a matter of time of where and when, if you will. And I just got to be careful about crossing here. Okay, but like I said, you know, it's just a matter of time of where and when. But I suggest checking this video out. I just wanted to do this response video to kind of give my thoughts and everything, and people are honking at me to get moving. But yeah, I do suggest you check out this video and everything, and that's really all I'm gonna say, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are though, and I am out.